to Dukascopy TV. Switzerland has a great expat community, but what if you live outside and work inside? Here to explain the tax situation is Gavin Pluck from Guardian Wealth Management. Welcome.
Hi Alex.
So Guardian appears to be doing a lot of work with French residents and frontaliers lately. What's the main reasons behind this?
Since Holland came into office, Alex, it's been well publicised. It's made a number of changes to French tax law, and some extremely punitive. And in 2014, he made changes again. And like I said, very well publicised when he first came into office. I think it was part of his campaign to, he was saying he was going to tax the rich and the wealthy, and I think that led to Gerard Depardieu sort of leaving and moving to Russia. I don't think anyone anticipated how harsh he was going to go with those tax laws, and I think it's particularly daunting for a number of frontaliers, individuals that live working outside of France but living in France, and expatriates to know where and how to pay their taxes. There's been so many changes, it can become very confusing.
So what are the main changes that have been made to French tax law, and how would it affect the community?
Okay, well, there's been a number of changes that have been made. He's changed wealth tax twice, and there's been numerous pension reforms over the last couple of years. But one of the changes that I think's most prominent and will affect many residents in France is a capital gains tax, which was scrapped at the beginning of this year and replaced with a income tax bracket. And the reason I say it's probably going to affect many frontaliers who are living in Switzerland, working in Switzerland but living in France, is that they're likely to be on a higher tax bracket of between 40 and 45%. If you're applying that to savings and including the social taxes, this means that many internationals or frontaliers could be taxed on their savings at the rate of up to 60% of any growth on their savings, which is extremely high and quite concerning.
So is there a solution to the problem?
Well, there are a number of concessions in place, but I think with the fact that the FTA, the French Tax Authority, have just completed a new voluntary disclosure programme for undeclared assets internationally, many internationals are looking to repatriate their assets back into France to prevent quite punitive fines of up to 40% or worse still, prosecution. But by far, I think the most popular solution is what they call a life insurance product, the Assurance Vie in France. And what this is a vehicle where someone can place their savings or their assets, their funds, and see that grow tax-free year on year, tax deferred, I should say. After 4 years, they can release assets at 15% tax on the growth, and after 8 years that's reduced dramatically down to 7.5%, which is a huge decrease against your income tax rate. And by far that's the most popular vehicle for French residents. However, I should say for an international that's living in France, an expatriate or a frontalier, someone that's working in Switzerland and living in France, maybe the best vehicle could potentially be an international assurance fee, which is compliant with French rules, but allows a certain amount of flexibility. For example, they could have the assurance fee in their own currency, if let's say it's sterling or Swiss francs, if that makes life easier. Also, there's reduction on the wealth tax, as well as being a huge advantage when it comes to inheritance tax. So, these would be the right products to look for.
Well, thank you for coming in to explain that today.
You're welcome, Alex.
Well, that's all we have time for. Make sure you keep checking back in with Dukascopy TV. Goodbye.